We have more state champions in the River Valley. I'm Leland Barclay, and this is the River Valley Sports Report, where we highlight area teams, athletes, and coaches.
You're watching the River Valley Report.
The Southside Mavericks won the Class 6A State Bowling Championship last week, led by freshman Carter Twawick, who bowled a high series in the state with a 724. Josh Priester and Rory Morrill also were named All-State with series of 609 and 607, respectively. Northside's Max Howerton bowled a high game in the state tournament with a 257. Jamie Harvey of Northside bowled a 532 series, while Emily Walthall of Southside were both named All-State. Tuesday was the final rivalry night of the season on the hardwood, and it was a night of redemption in Van Buren. The Alma Lady Airedales and the Van Buren Pointers avenged January losses to their rivals. First, the Lady Airedales led by 10 going into the fourth quarter, but had to rally to beat Van Buren 53-48. Van Buren wiped out a 10-point deficit with a 13-0 run to start the fourth quarter. But Jordan Gramlich scored 8 of Alma's final 10 points, including 6 free throws in the final 92 seconds. She finished with 11 points and 13 rebounds. Jane Gramlich finished with 11 points and 11 rebounds. Kylie Poole scored 15 points, and Jemiah Parker added 10. And if you remember, Alma lost 53-25 in the earlier meeting 2 weeks ago in Alma. We talked to Alma head coach Chanley Bottoms after the win.
Honestly, I don't really think about it as far as like my first win. I think about how special it is for our two seniors. We've worked extremely hard this week. That's all I can think about right now. I think we'll look at the part how much work we put in. So I really don't think so much about the rivalry between Van Buren and Alma. Just for those kids, I'm so happy.
When you gave up that 13-0 run in the fourth quarter and you got down, what does it say about your team to be able to, lose that lead but then respond?
I think it's a testament of just how hard that we keep battling day in and day out. I know our record in conference right now isn't the best, but every day I still go into practice and we still practice extremely hard. I think tonight will pay off.
The Pointers also got a little revenge in the Battle of Crawford County on Tuesday, winning 59-47. Van Buren wiped out an early 8-7 deficit and never looked back. Once the Pointers built a double-digit lead in the second quarter, they kept it. Seniors Drew Braswell scored 14 points and Glavin McDonald scored 7 points and had 6 rebounds. We talked with Van Buren head coach Brad Autry following the win. For you guys tonight?
Yeah, I thought we came out with obviously you're going to have a lot of intensity and both mental and physical aggression when you're playing in front of that kind of crowd and that kind of situation. I thought I talked to our guys before the game to channel it in the right direction, and I thought we did.
And two, you got off to the big start and really never let up.
Yeah, I felt like we stayed pretty solid the entire way. I thought the second half we got a little late, we got a little tired. Missed some shots we typically make, and I thought it could have easily been 18-20, but we'll take it, and it's outstanding.
Of course, you hit some big shots, but defensively, was that maybe the difference?
Yeah, I thought when Trent made a couple of plays, he got the run-out layup and then got a tip. 2 consecutive plays where we stretched it back to 16. I thought that was really, really big. I think it was 10 at the time, and I think it went to 14. With him doing that, and kind of took some pressure off of us and gave us a little boost of confidence. So big plays defensively. Thought we did a good job rebounding the ball. Not elite, and we have to be elite rebounding the ball, but pretty solid.
The Greenwood Lady Bulldogs continue to roll. Tuesday night they won by 60 at Siloam Springs, 85-25. Anna Trusty scored 19 points, Kyla Piercy 15, Pate Jones 10. They led 53-14 at the half, and the win sets a a big 5A West game at Greenwood on Friday night when the Lady Bulldogs host Mountain Home. And if you remember, Mountain Home ended Greenwood's 45-game conference winning streak back in January, and it's the only conference loss for the Lady Bulldogs. I'll have complete coverage of that game from Friday night. Also on Friday, the Northside Lady Bears travel to Fayetteville in a key game in the 6A West between the top two teams in the conference. Northside currently leads the conference by 1 game over Fayetteville, which defeated the Lady Bears in December in the first conference game of the season. Walter Woody will have complete coverage of that game from Friday night. That brings us to our weekly segment, Gimme 5. These are the top 5 performances of the past week in the River Valley. Number 1, we start with the Player of the Week, Anna Trusty of Greenwood. In 2 wins last week, Trusty combined to score 42 points, grab 16 rebounds, and grab 9 steals. Tuesday night, in an 85-25 win at Siloam Springs, Trusty scored 19 points with 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. She also moved into second place all-time scoring for the Lady Bulldogs, passing London Williams, and is only behind Kinley Fisher. And oh yeah, she was also the homecoming queen last week. Number 2, senior Kylie Poole switched 5 3-pointers and scored a career-high 15 points in leading the Alma Lady Airedales to the 53-48 win over rival Van Buren on Tuesday. Poole hit 3 3-pointers in the second quarter and was 5 for 7 shooting for the game. We talked with Poole, one of only 2 seniors, after the win.
That big of a part of the game plan?
I did not. I was just, whenever I was ready to shoot, God guided my shot and allowed me to do that.
How about those, did that feel good when you were shooting and when you were open in the corner and stuff? Did it, feel good?
Yes, it did. I felt like I was able to contribute to my team and just be able to come out for them tonight.
Number 3, Drew Braswell and A.G. Denton each scored 14 points, and Trenton Cooley and Jackson Gazelle each scored 11, and Glavin McDonald scored 7 points and added 6 rebounds in Van Buren's 59-47 win over Alma on Tuesday. We talked with seniors Drew Braswell and Glavin McDonald after the win.
Coming into this game, winning at home against them, how big was it? This was a game you guys had to have.
Absolutely, it's a big game. Undefeated team, and we're sitting at second, and they're at first. So this was a do or die for us. So it was a big game and a good win.
You guys, when you guys have gotten off to big starts, good starts, you've had big nights. How important was that tonight?
That was extremely important. Against a good team, you have to start early and get ahead of them, and it gives you the confidence to keep going throughout the rest of the game. So it was huge for us to get off to an early lead.
Must win, but it kind of was for you guys tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, we want to win the conference, and to win the conference we got to beat that team, and that's what we did tonight. And I was super proud of our dudes. We had good minutes off the bench and gave it everything we had, and that's what it took.
How big again was it? Getting off to a good start, getting a big lead, and kind of holding on to that.
It's huge. We like to play fast, and we'll wear teams down. I noticed late in the second quarter they were puffing and puffing, and we're going. And coming out fast and jumping on them, it's really good, and you love to see it.
Number 4, Annabelle Perry scored 25 points to lead Paris to a 47-46 win at Hackett in the 3A4 district tournament on Monday, then scored 27 points on Tuesday in a 57-43 win against Two Rivers. Paris began the district tournament as the 6th seed, but won on consecutive nights to earn a berth not only to the semifinals on Thursday, but also into next week's regional tournament. Number 5, senior guard Felicity Suggs scored 11 points to help the Southside Lady Mavericks to a 55-45 win over Bentonville West on Friday. Southside forced 23 turnovers in the win. Ari Acevedo scored 13 points, and Sophia Nyhouse scored a layup and hit 2 free throws, all in the final minute and a half, to help the Lady Mavericks win. Walter Woody talked with Southside head coach Robert Brunk about that win.
Talk about defensively. I mean, you forced over 20 turnovers tonight. It looked like you were kind of half-court trapping a little bit at times.
Yeah, we were running a zone defense on them. Last time we played them, we tried to match up with them, and really they're a matchup problem for us. And after we switched to the zone defense last time, it gave them some problems. We felt like it was an advantage, and that's what we told the girls from the get-go tonight. Hey, we're going to try that first. That'll be plan A, and then we can always switch back to what we normally do if that doesn't work. But we kind of just try to put the girls in a position, and then as they feel comfortable with what's going on, they have the opportunity to go trap and stuff, and that's what kind of you saw.
And it seemed to create some easy situations for you. Yeah,
it did. Actually, when we told them at halftime that this was the handsiest they've been on defense all year. Like they were looking. They did a good job of getting West to take their attention off of the rim. And we felt like we got West to playing a little bit higher up from where they're comfortable, so every pass they had to make was a little bit longer, and that allowed them to take some advantage of that.
I was going to say, whenever there was a couple of instances on the half court, the backside help was able to tip, if nothing else, tip a ball, if not too still.
Ari Acevedo and Caleb Robinson did a great job on the wing tonight, they both ran through passing lanes a couple times. Ari, that's might be the best high school game I've seen her play. She's a sophomore. She's been coming on, and it just looked like it from the get-go. I told her between the first and second quarter that I wasn't speaking to her because she was playing so well. I didn't want to jinx it, but she did a great job on the backside on the wing reading the ball tonight. And we got a little tired in the third, and if you look right there, I'll bet you our deflections and stuff was down, but then it jumped back up again in the fourth.
Well, and kind of a reverse, you were turning the ball over a lot more in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that's where West feast at. If you're turning the ball over for them or allowing them to get out and run in transition, that's what makes them go, and that was our big things. And that's kind of been our thing all year. When we turn the ball over, we struggle. When we limit our turnovers, we're able to stay in games with people.
And tonight, it's you haven't had a chance to say this. Sweeping a conference opponent's a big thing for this program.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we were talking about in there. Last year we got them once, they got us once. The year before, even though we beat Springdale twice, they had beat us in the tournament earlier in the year, and that's what we were just talking about. Hey, this is a big step forward for us to win on the road and then turn around and get them again a few weeks later, because everybody gets better as conference play goes on, and we even had somebody out tonight. But we were able to overcome that.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's still time to pick up Sunday's River Valley Democrat-Gazette, which is available all across the River Valley, including eastern Oklahoma at Walgreens, Harps, Come and Go, CVS Pharmacy, Casey's, and Walmart. Last week featured our annual National Signing Day edition. You can subscribe online at rivervalleydemocratgazette.com/subscribe or by calling our customer service line at 479-684-5509. Be sure to follow the River Valley Democrat-Gazette Twitter account, as well as mine, Walter Woody's, Harold McIlvain's, as well as Graham Thomas and Henry Apple, as basketball in February rolls toward an exciting finish. You can view and purchase photos from our award-winning photographers that can be seen and purchased on our website, rivervalleydemocratgazette.com/photo. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're going to wrap up this week's River Valley Sports Report with photos from Van Buren on Tuesday night by Caleb Grieger. God bless you, and we'll see you next week.